Hello, everyone. Welcome to cricketworld.com, your guide to all that's happening in the world of cricket. ICC Men's T20 World Cup. The first week is almost over, and I've got with me my friend and colleague Nikhil Narayan to look back at what the first week meant. And Nikhil, the first week was full of action, full of drama. What did you make of the first week? What are the key trends that you spotted?
Yes, Chandesh. The biggest trend everyone's talking about is, we saw a number of very close matches, which were quite unexpected, given the gap between the teams. But although a number of very close matches, yet no upset. Afghanistan came closest in one of the greatest T20s ever played. The second, only the fourth instance in the T20 history when the game went to second super over. Nepal gave England a real scare, but they went down by 4 runs. USA tormented the famed Indian order, but India prevailed in the end. Netherlands almost got the better of Pakistan. So, number of very close matches, which shows that the gap between the top six teams and the other teams, is reducing, especially in T20 cricket. It also shows that the wickets have not been very friendly for batting. The bowlers have got something out of it. Chandresh.
Yeah. Also, looking at the scores so far, uh, the scores have not been very tall compared to what everybody expected to happen in this tournament.
Yes, Chandresh. Only four 200 plus totals in 36 innings in the tournament. That's one every 9 innings. If you compare it to the IPL, there was one every 3 innings in IPL 2025. I think there are quick reasons for that. IPL has an impact player rule, which the T20 World Cup doesn't. There are flatter pitches in the IPL, and teams can make a comeback in the IPL after losing two or three matches. That is not the case in the T20 World Cup, when the format doesn't allow that. So that's the reason we are seeing teams more conservative in the power play. Only in the World Cup, only four 200 plus totals, only 270 plus totals in the power play so far.
And also the run rate is higher than the previous T20 World Cups.
Absolutely. The overall run rate in this World Cup is 8.5 so far, which is much higher than the second highest ever, which was in the inaugural edition in 2007 in South Africa, which was just touching 8. So it's much higher than any other edition. Last season, last World Cup, after the first 18 matches, it was just 6.8. So it's much higher, significantly higher than that.
Okay, quickly moving on to the aspect of whether batting first is useful or chasing. What's more useful, batting first or chasing?
Batting first 10-7, which is historically against a trend where chasing is more sort of advantageous in T20 world tournaments at least.
And in terms of space and spin, what has been more effective in your view?
Pacers have shown higher propensity to pick wickets, with a strike rate of 16 as compared to 20.6 for spinners. But spinners have been more restrictive with economy of 8 as compared to 9 of the Pacers. Especially right arm spin has done much better than left arm spin, whether off spinners or leg spinners. But right arm spinners have a much better, significantly better strike rate and economy rates as compared to left arm spinners so far in the tournament.
Okay, finally, then this past week we has also seen a number of injuries. Italy's captain has got injured. Ireland's captain's got injured. Michael Bristol is out of the tournament. Vanindo Hasranga is out of the tournament. Mitchell Marsh, the Australian captain, has gotten injured. There seems to be some kind of an epidemic that is that's floating around right now.
Yes, Chandresh. Most of the teams will hope that some of these players are back, when the Super 8 starts, especially, and for India, Abhishek Sharma is out with a stomach bug. He may not play against Pakistan. It's 50-50. So that will be something which, everyone will be keen to see. He's a big impact player. But most of the teams will hope that the player is back when the Super 8 stage begins.
Okay, quickly moving on. Now the final part of of this show. Let's pick a player of the week. Who do you think has been the player of the week? Quick
For me,
word
it's
on that.
Tim Seifert of New Zealand, two player of the match performances, 65 of 42 batting in the power play against Afghanistan, and then 89 unbeaten of 42 balls in a brilliant knock, a brilliant partnership with Finn Allen against UAE, record-breaking partnership. For Tim Seifert of New Zealand, New Zealand's batting lineup looking good, courtesy Tim Seifert at the top of the order.
Okay, so there we have it. The first week of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup has come to an end. We'll be back with our review of the second week shortly. Till then, take good care of yourselves. It's goodbye and God bless from both Nikhil and myself. Hope you're enjoying the cricketing action.